Here's the memo you asked for, Mr. CEO. Even though I never planned it, I hit send. Even though the message is unclear, I hit send. Even though it is incomplete, I hit send anyways. I did all this because I settled for an inadequate business writing process. Business writing essentially creates a written version of you. So why wouldn't you want it to be as pretty as your smile, as strong as your handshake, or as confident as your voice? The 3 steps that will translate your abilities onto paper successfully are planning, writing, and completing. These 3 steps, when mastered, will allow you to hit send with a smile. The first step is planning. Planning is one of the most important processes in the ability to have an effective business memo. A well-written message requires a ton of planning. When planning a business message, there are 4 basic steps you must adhere to. The first one being analyze the situation. Define your purpose and develop an audience's profile. Knowing what your audience needs to hear is essential to creating a strong business memo. Being able to gather information in an effective manner allows you to determine your audience's needs and obtain information necessary to satisfy those needs in a successful manner. Identify your appropriate medium as well. Whether it be oral, written, visual, or electronic, the second you know, make sure you adapt to that correct medium. Finally, organize that information. Define your ideas, limit your scope, and use a direct or an indirect approach, along with outlining your content. The second step in the 3-step process is the actual writing. When writing a business message, the most important thing to keep in mind is whom you are writing this memo to. Keep these 2 ideals in mind. The first one is to adapt to your audience. Be sensitive to audience needs by using a you attitude. Be polite, have a positive emphasis, and never use biased language. Establish your credibility and protect your company's preferred image. The second thing to adhere to is to compose the message. Choose strong words that will help you create an effective sentences and coherent paragraphs. The third and final process in the 3-step writing process is completing your memo. Completing a written message is a very important process. To complete your message, first revise the message. People often skip this step because they have a false sense of confidence as to how strong their writing actually is. They write it and believe that it is good enough. You should always revise your written work because messages always need fine-tuning. When revising your message, you must evaluate content and review for readability, and as well as editing and rewriting for conciseness and clarity. The second step is to produce the message. Make sure you use effective design elements and a suitable layout for a clean, professional appearance for your audience. Finally is proofread the message. Check your message for any errors as to spelling, grammar, and mechanical. Also, when distributing your message, make sure that you deliver your message using the chosen medium. Make sure that all of your documents and relevant information and files are in correct format and are distributed to your audience successfully. These steps are simple, they're straightforward, but oftentimes difficult to execute, especially when writing under pressure. However, by practicing these steps in repetition, you're allowing yourself for a smoother sense of confidence. The next time you send a memo, you will hit send with a smile and provide reassurance that your future with your company is quite bright.